Well, William Tyrrell's birth parents say this week's inquest into his disappearance has failed to shed any light on what might have happened to the young child.
The 3-year-old was last seen playing with his older sister at his foster grandmother's home at Kendall on the New South Wales mid-north coast in 2014. Our crime reporter Mark Reddie joins us now. Mark, good morning. So what did William's birth parents have to say when they testified yesterday?
Virginia, good morning. William Tyrrell's birth parents came to court searching for answers, but sadly they left with no new information about what happened to their son, the boy last seen wearing a Spider-Man suit. We know the 3-year-old vanished from outside his foster grandmother's home at Kendall on the New South Wales mid-north coast nearly 5 years ago. What we heard yesterday was that 2 years earlier, at 9 months of age, it was decided by a court that it would be best if he was placed into care. Now, that was because of a history of family violence and also drug abuse. Now, yesterday, counsel assisting asked the birth mother why she decided to hide him for 6 weeks at his paternal grandfather's home. And this is what she said. She said, "I couldn't bring myself to give them my son. I just didn't want to give them William." And it was that point she reached for the tissue box and started crying. It was a very emotional. At times she was very hard, at times she was very aggressive. It was really obviously a very difficult day for her. The birth father then also gave evidence and he said, "I was the culprit, I was angry and upset, and I'm sorry for that," referencing William there, saying he was sorry that he put him through such a traumatic 6 weeks. Now, that then moved to the day William disappeared. The birth parents were at home in Western Sydney with their son, their other son, and there was a loud banging on the door and several police officers came inside and said, "Where is William? Do you know where William is?" And the birth mother said it was very upsetting for her and very traumatic. Now, we also heard the police statement given to police then, and interestingly, she said, "I don't know where William is. If I took him, I would be gone. I would have taken his sister as well." We know his older sister was in the front lawn when William disappeared. We also heard about various supervised visits between the birth mother and William over the years, and the last time she saw him was a month before he disappeared.
So has this inquest, this long-awaited and clearly very painful inquest, has it revealed anything new?
Sadly not, Virginia. We haven't heard anything new about the investigation or where it's at. One of the big hurdles was the fact that so many people that were called to give evidence, 16 witnesses, neighbours, SES volunteers, police, and of course William's extended family, a lot of them couldn't really recall certain events or certain things that happened that day in September 12, 2014. So that made it very difficult. William's biological grandmother, we spoke to her endlessly throughout this inquest, and yesterday it was quite interesting. She said that she thought the questioning to various witnesses wasn't hard enough. She said that the inquest, what is the point of it when it hasn't shed anything new? She said it was very difficult for her son, who's William's birth father, and she questioned just why they were put through this pain again and again, time after time. So interestingly, the inquest will resume in August when persons of interest previously named by police will give evidence. What we do know is that William Spedding, the washing machine repairman who visited the foster grandmother's home 3 days before he disappeared, he's hired legal representation. Paul Savage, another neighbour, he's also hired legal representation. Okay. But it's really important to note that there are no charges against them and they are not suspects. So we'll have to wait and see what comes out of that inquest in August.
Mark Reddie, thank you so much.